All right, that should be going live in a couple minutes here. My voice is like kind of a little bit tired out, but but I mean it is like 9:47 in the morning, so I'll be a little bit tired this morning. But yeah, welcome back to another stream. And Debbie has indeed made landfall this morning, and throughout earlier just not well through last night into this morning. Debbie did make that landfall. Right now, Debbie's eyeball is kind of just like in the kind of like the Big Bend area, which is where Debbie was forecasted to kind of track towards. Let me just turn on the cone real quick, which we are actually seeing those hurricane force winds here, which would be 74 miles per hour plus, and then of course the outer bands being still having those strong winds, but not as much as where that eye wall currently is. Which actually, let's take a look at satellite 2 while we're at it. Let me just use that there. Turn off the alerts. So it's kind of just there, right? Let me just turn on the IR. So also last night, Debbie finally got rid of that kind of dry area down here that was kind of preventing it from kind of forming basically fully and strengthening. So kind of it basically closed up that dry spot, which it is now actually starting as it's going over land. Now it is actually starting to weaken out. And we'll probably see more of that as today goes on. Basically, I'm like trying to find my words, but it is morning hours feel like. But in terms of warnings right now, though, we do have, of course, some flash flood warnings because all the rain that we saw yesterday and through this morning, which we are still seeing actually quite a bit of rain coming through the central and somewhat south part of Florida here. Mainly in the kind of just like this little area here is where we're seeing a lot of the rain from last night, as well as Debbie is moving towards such as Georgia and South Carolina, which South Carolina is actually seeing some of that rain right now. And so the little southern portion right here is under a tropical storm warning, and we got, of course, the coast right here, which is under a storm surge warning, and also that tropical storm warning. But we'll see how this progresses throughout today. Which we do actually have a couple. We do have a couple of storm chasers actually live this morning, so far. Which a couple. What is it? Oh wow, that's a lot of things on the screen there, Vince Volti. But yeah, we do have a couple storm chasers out this morning, which we do have Corey Gherkin, Vince Walty, and Brandon Kopic. And then there's also Stormrunner Media that's also live right now as well. And then we also do actually have a severe risk today in the parts of the Midwest all the way up into New England, which a lot of that the tornado risk today up here is going to be between Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, and a bit of Illinois here. But we'll see how that pans out because that's still a very conditional risk there. I want to take a look at that infrared. Let me just turn off the alerts because then we can take a look at this a lot easier. Because when you have that many alerts on the screen, it's like it becomes a jumbled mess of like just random colors at that point. So you can kind of see how it just. Let me just actually go back a little bit more. How far can I go? I think go 150 if I remember correctly. Yeah. So once that loads, we can see. Probably gotta go all the way back till like 9 o'clock last night. Where it was still where we had these like convective towers, and then around this morning, it finally, as you see, it like formed that eye basically fully. And my phone doesn't want to, work with the anything with trying to log in apparently. Either that or I'm just having skill issues. Oh my god, what skill issues? I think one thing for sure though, that that tornado risk is a lot lower right now than what we saw yesterday. Because yesterday we saw quite a few tornado warnings throughout yesterday. So I might put on some like lo-fi music right now. Because it seems like some good music to put on during this morning. Especially since it's not quite that active quite yet. Also, looks like around an hour ago there was a tornado warning at in Orlando. I wanted to take a look at that warning for some reason. I forgot to put an O, so I just put up Orland instead of Orlando. Which that's I found a post from like 3 years ago in 2021, which was a PDS tornado warning from like 3 years ago. But there we go. There was that tornado warning from it. There's that tornado warning I just found from earlier. Found from earlier, heard from earlier, saw from earlier. I don't know. English is not very good in the morning. Not gonna lie. I just heard some just because I'm watching Stormrunner Media's stream. I just heard some Big Thunder in a stream with his. I want to take a look at what this looks like on the MRMS. Turn off the alerts real quick so you kind of see where it's kind of wrapping right there with the eye. And even on a 3D view, you can see there's like cloud tops right there where that eye wall is at. So I feel like I should take a look at 3D view more often when it comes to tropical storms and hurricane situations, because then we can see what these cloud tops looks like for these type of things, I guess. Strong tidal warning. So I'm pretty sure that's well, what's called a storm surge warning, basically, as well. Because we saw a lot of storm surge yesterday down here towards like Key West, and well, mostly this portion here got a lot of that storm surge since Debby was kind of making its way up towards this way here. Oh, what? Okay, that's what I clicked on. I clicked on the radar that's in South Carolina. So yeah, that's actually probably a much better view of much better 3D view of what the this looks like with the clouds here. And we also do actually have flash flood warnings along the coast, all the way down to like south of Venice and Inglewood here, down here in Florida. Which this flood warning goes for, well, it's just about to expire now. Which I'm a little bit surprised that is gonna expire not like now, especially since we're still seeing like quite a bit of heavy rain coming through this area again. But maybe they'll issue a new one, maybe, but we'll have to see. Same with this tornado watch. We'll have to see if there's any tornadoes at all throughout today. The conditions are still favorable for tornadoes to happen, but I think that tornado risk is much lower, even with that 5% risk that's being shown on the storm prediction site, and also just here. Although we could maybe see that this afternoon, we'll have to see throughout today. Anything can really change, but for the most part, this is a weakening system as this is on landfall here. I wonder if we got anything new. Oh yeah, okay. So this is a little bit even lower than what I saw last night. So because the last time I saw the minimum pressure was like 82, 92 or something, I think it was, or it was still 992. One of I forget which one it was, but I know the pressure was lower. Or I think it might have been 92. I'm not sure. But it is the minimum pressure for this is 979. We'll have to see what the if when they do their next mission, we'll have to see what the if anything's changed at all with the system. Because this is moving over land, so it's gonna be weakening out. Oh, almost knocked over my green screen. So we still got kind of yeah, you can kind of see that eyeball right there. I said 30 view looks cool, but weird at the same time. I don't know. So kind of interesting that the oh, I nearly said severe thunderstorm warning. That is a tropical storm warning. That the tropical storm warning kind of goes all the way out here. Then again, I guess when you look at satellite, it's a much bigger picture. That's for sure. Because it kind of extends out towards this way. So I think that this portion of the eye wall here is starting to like die down a little bit as it's making its way to on land here. I don't know. Okay, I just posted this to Twitter and the thumbnail apparently didn't want to load apparently on Twitter. That's weird, but okay. Looks like this is now down to a tropical storm rather than a hurricane at this point. Looks like. Yeah, we're not seeing that hurricane winds that we saw earlier. So now it's down to like tropical storm as it's moving inland here, which you're probably gonna be seeing more of that winding down later throughout today from this afternoon into this evening. Where did alerts go? Okay, there we go. I'm like, where? I know the alerts went somewhere. I don't know where. But yeah, so it looks like this is back down to a. Wonder what because this was earlier when I was at 979. So now this is at a. Yeah, okay, yeah, because they just went on a tropical hunter, tropical hunter, hurricane hunter mission. I think a couple hours ago, or just now actually. So this is up to 983 now. Instead of that 979 that we saw earlier with Debby here. So how many people are at that the southernmost point, USA, Key West, Florida here? There's still people there, and the waves are kind of just crashing upon each other still. Which actually, I want to take a look at Key West real quick. So yeah, there's really not a lot of like storms down there, but we still have this line right here from the now tropical storm. So and we do have a large flash flood warning area now. Yeah, so this is all tropical storm warnings now. So I guess I'll just update my title here, since now this is a tropical storm compared to a hurricane at this point in time. Which we do have 4 hour at like about 5 hours on this. So it looks like around like probably like 2, 3 o'clock. Some of this will probably be moving out of the Florida area, or at least the kind of like this part, a lot of this part here of now tropical storm Debby again. Now, while we're at it, I might as well take a look at what's ongoing here in the Midwest, because this is also the other area that's supposed to be having severe weather for later today. Which we actually do have a couple storms ongoing. Well, we have a line of storms ongoing in Minnesota today. It looks like, and also some going on in between North and South Dakota. It looks like, and we got some showers going on in well, this portion of Minnesota and South Dakota. Let's look at a tropical storm watch down here. Apparently, though, that's interesting to see. Because a lot of the tropical storm has like most of it has moved up towards here. I mean, you still got these portions here, but for the most part, a lot of that is just moved towards the north here. I was gonna say, I know the MS is kind of like a composite radar, but it's kind of just like, what am I looking at right now? Kind of radar with 3D. Which I mean, a lot of people. I mean, generally, not a lot of people actually probably use the 3D feature a whole lot, probably. So yeah, this is the eyewall's pretty much moved completely inland at this point. Looks like. So I was just watching Brandon Copper stream. It looks like Vince Walty's having some issues with this Chevy Tahoe. Oh, okay, there we go. They just canceled out that tropical storm watch. It looks like now instead of it ongoing. Same with this tornado watch. I mean, maybe we could see a brief spin up with these storms down here, but even then, I don't think we're really seeing much. Actually, maybe a little bit in these spots here, we're seeing like a little bit of rotation, but it's just really not that strong rotation at all. Like along these, as you could see, we're probably seeing some rotation right now. Actually, now that I'm looking at it with these three spots here. So just kind of just watching these three areas right now currently. See if anything changes with them. Because there's definitely rotation with these right now. From what I'm looking at on radar. Because typically when you have these like reds and greens are more tight like this, there's definitely rotation. Or like that. I mean, it kind of looks like a little bit of hole. I mean, these are just weaker rotations, but this one's a little bit stronger than this one, but there is definitely a rotation with these two. This one, not so much. So it looks like two areas of possible rotation we got, but we'll have to see in the next, oh no, we are in the current scan. Okay. But I guess we'll have to see on the next scan if anything does change with this. Because these are two areas of rotation with this particular area of storms. And we are in that tornado watch area, so we'll have to see. Also could be some areas of rotation off to the coast here as well, because we did actually see quite a few water spouts yesterday. There's actually quite a large one yesterday too, actually, now that I think of it. So I think we just got a new scan in, so yeah, we still have those areas of rotation. Actually, might have a little bit of rotation here as well. So we have actually three areas of possible rotation actually ongoing right now. Although this one maybe not so much, but these ones for sure definitely have some rotation ongoing in them, which are kind of just weaker rotations at the moment, but the rotations are there. There is an update from the National Hurricane Center. It looks like though, 8 minute video. Well, 8 minute 24 video. But like the first like 24-ish seconds are like starting a student screen. So we just had update on radar. So yeah, still just weak rotation on these for right now. This one was trying to spin up something, but I think that's pretty much kind of just weakened out at this point. This one, yeah, because yeah, a lot of these are. Yeah, this one was rotating right there too, actually. So yeah, we still have areas rotation with these down here. Just very weak rotations. So okay, that the rotation there is pretty much included. We still got some little areas of rotation, but I think those are pretty much included as well now. We actually may have something going on down here as well. Actually, yeah, we have a little bit of rotation on going down here as well. That flash flood warning still gonna be going for a while there along the coast. Surprisingly, I swear I saw something. So this there's like one flash warning that's going for another 38 minutes and 23 minutes. Meanwhile, everything else is going on for more than like an hour. Okay, then that's kind of weird. There's actually a little bit of hook on this one there. You can kind of see the hook on that. That one is actually trying to hook. Oh, what the? Sorry. I keep forgetting that with right click you can also go into like full screen mode. But that's actually kind of weird because you kind of see the like icon for brand copics thing kind of just flat too. So yeah, who else is kind of just other than Vince Faulty? Who else is alive right now? Stormrunner Media is actually alive if I remember correctly. Wonder what Corey's doing. Oh Jesus, I forgot that there's no volume slider on Radio Omega, so it's kind of just like instant like volume, loud volume. Like oh my god, yeah, this one was trying to hook, but I think that hook is kind of. I don't know, still trying to hook. So we could possibly see a tornado out of that one near Arcadia soon if it does continue to hook there. Let's take a look at everywhere else. Doesn't seem like much is ongoing here, which we did actually have a couple tornado warnings off towards the east over here yesterday. For the most part, pretty quiet at the moment as we make our way through the morning here. We may have a little bit of rotation there, but I don't think there actually is rotation there. Where I am for sure, though, or well, there was rotation here. I think compared to what it was earlier, that rotation's kind of just died out on the latest scan. Whoa, that is loud. I'm not sure where that severe thunderstorm warning is at. That would be in New York. That one's going to be going for quarter-size hail and also 6-mile-per-hour wind gust. Which, from what I'm seeing right there, it looks to be mostly wind threat at the moment. Compared to a, hail threat. But we'll have to see what, half-inch hail off for that one. Then a quarter-size hail. This is going for an hour. Man, it's going to be a long while on that one. Yeah, I think a lot of these lower bands are gonna be the main threat for a little while for any type of like tornado threat because I mean we did just see a little bit of rotation on this one here just a couple scans ago. If we go back a little bit here, so it kind of started hooking around on a scan like what we saw. Like let's take a look here. 10 looks like around 10:34 on a scan. 10:34, 10:35 when it started hooking, and then it kind of like split there, and there's like no rotation at whatsoever. Or if there is rotation, it's like very, very like occluded out at this point. But switch between these real quick. Yeah, it's pretty much occluded at this point with that. If there is, well, if there was any rotation left after the current scan of what we saw there. I don't think there's any more rotation on that one. Yeah, there's like no more. There's no rotation on that one anymore. Which I think a couple times yesterday we did see a couple tornado warnings in Arcadia yesterday. Because through here, saw quite a few, and including the Tampa area. Like through here is where we saw like probably the most tornado warnings yesterday. There's a actually now I look back at the scans, there is still a little bit of rotation in there. Not much though. So we might actually have some rotation in here too. Because a lot of the time, we've been seeing a lot of these like kind of just embedded with these tornadoes. Some of them have been just discrete by themselves, and then produce like brief rotations. I was coming back down to my computer here, and like it's like I went to go step on my foot, or not step on my foot. I went to go wow, I was like kind of drawing to my PC actually, and I stepped, and it's like one of those like weird pains you get when you put your foot down. I don't know. All right, well, I'm gonna be right back. And I have myself muted. Nice. Well, I am back. I don't know how I managed to have myself on mute. The one time I got back, I had myself on mute on accident. I don't know how that's possible, but it is. Okay, so I'm looking at some of this. We have a little bit of rotation there, but it's like not very tight rotation on that one though. There's still an isolated tornado threat throughout today. Uh, as of 11:04 a.m. with the mesoscale discussion, which is regards to the current tornado watch. Isolated tornado threat, which we're kind of seeing it, I guess, kind of with some of the spin ups are kind of, again, well, not really spin ups, but kind of just rotations that we're seeing with these storms here. If I do, because that is definitely a rotation there, but could also just be just straight up just wind there. That's kind of just creating that. Trying to take a look here. Because that is there. Okay, that's kind of, on the current scan, it's kind of just jumbled up mess. So there could have been some type of rotation there, but doesn't look like much kind of came up. But looking at switching this one to the National Weather Service in Melbourne, there is a little bit of, looks to be rotation there. Nothing, not on storm relative velocity, the high res one. Doesn't look like there's that much strengthening in this, but there is. You can kind of see that right there on the velocity, high res velocity, right there. So see how this develops right here, because there is rotation there, but so we may actually have some embedded rotations in this one, but we'll have to take a storm relative velocity. We may have a little bit of rotation in the ones down here. No, those would be if those did actually spin up into something. Those would be like QLCS tornadoes, but very brief ones. Still got rotation. We may see a tornado warning soon on this one here. Over actually just over there, just south of Southport and southeastish of Post Siena. So we'll have to see how that continue to see how that develops throughout the next couple of scans. If it does get tornado warned at all, we'll have to see. Oh, we got a special weather statement on this right here. It looks like now for wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. So we got rotation right there. Would be a severe thunderstorm warning, which would be in New York. I don't know why I said it like I'm saying. Yeah, it's now up to $half size hail on that one. So now there's possibly we're gonna be seeing. Actually, this is this oh yeah, it's on. So I'm not sure why. Not seeing any really those hail numbers that usually pop up here though. Sure getting that. Seeing though that's from earlier. Well, those were from earlier with the spotter, like kind of like spotter network basically. They actually may have another. They actually may have another area of rotation up there. So yeah, I think we're starting. I think we're starting getting to hours where we're gonna be seeing that tornado threat increase for a little while, and then it's gonna go back down again once these move out of the area. Because we very well could see a tornado warning today sometime. I'm not sure if we will, but there's a chance we could, especially if we do get a brief spin up. Or if the rotation is like strong enough that they do send out like a tornado warning. And my headset's about to run out of battery. I thought I heard it beeping early. I'm like, I wasn't sure if I heard it beep or not. Because usually when it starts beeping, that means I'm on low battery. Alright, I just replaced the battery. This should be turning back on in the next couple moments here. Maybe. Okay, there we go. I'm like, maybe it'll turn back on. Battery level high. Yeah, I'm aware. Headset. So that okay. We saw some rotation. Oh, God. Saw some rotation earlier on this. I mean, it still has some rotation on it, but they're starting to occlude there again a little bit compared to what it was earlier. Ours, for the most part, there's just a lot of rain at this point in time. Still got not like another 3 hours on this tornado watch. So I think for the meantime, I just gotta keep on just having the velocity table on for now, because that's the one thing we're gonna be looking for down here from mostly compared to up here. Because up here it's just mostly just kind of just heavy rain at this point and wind. Down here we are still seeing those like areas of rotations down here. Like here, well, we may have something over Arcadia there. We actually have a couple areas here. It looks like. Let me just go back to this Tampa's, so you can kind of see a little bit with the rotations there, or the one rotation that's here. But it's kind of occluded and kind of a bit of a broad rotation at this point. But I probably won't be live as long as I was yesterday because yesterday was a ton going on. Today I think a lot of that risk is way down compared to what it was yesterday. Even with that 5% risk that they put for this along the areas over down here in the southern portion of Florida and up towards the Carolinas. Because if you take a look here, so yeah, even up to here, but I think for the most part, I think for most part it's gonna be even lower than that 5% at this point in time. Even as we get into the lunchtime hours today. It was last because yesterday I think around lunchtime it started. They should have something trying to rotate there. Because on reflectivity, you can kind of see it trying to hook right there. So I don't think there is. Doesn't seem like there's anything really major at the moment. But that is a little bit of rotation there. It's a dry throat. I got literally like not even a like even a I like I got myself a bottle of water yesterday because my throat was dry, and then I don't even like drink like the entirety of it. So I think for the most part, a lot of these are just gonna be like brief rotations, if anything. So I think that'll be good for the stream for today. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. I don't know when my next stream will be, but yeah, I'll see. I'll see you guys in the next one.